Okay.
My production
This is the fifth. How many times? Is this the fifth time?
First.
I think this is the fifth time.
I think it's the first.
Come on.
I think it's the first time.
This is the first time recording this.
Can we use my burp as like the intro? Just like have silence for like 3 seconds.
That'll be the censor sound. That'll be the censor sound.
Please.
The censor sound will be your burp. Okay. I love. If you want the censor sound to be your burp, we have to make sure that we can at least get through the intro.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Converse podcast. Today we're going to be eating.
And talking about Endgame.
Yeah!
So, Endgame. Initial thoughts on the entire movie? Let's start with you, Nolan.
What do you mean initial? We already saw it.
Or thoughts on the entire movie?
Yeah.
The movie as a whole is... But, because it was connected with the Marvel Universe, it makes sense. Therefore, it's the best movie.
My opinion's probably my favorite Marvel movie thus far. I think the way it tied everything in, the acting on everyone's part was amazing. I have zero qualms with the movie. I think it's one of the best movies to come out.
Yeah, I mean...
And it probably will be this year.
I mean, they're making Toy Story 5. And Shrek 5, apparently.
Yeah, we're talking about good movies, not mean movies. So, what was your opinions on Endgame?
It was really good. And when I first heard about Captain Marvel, I'm like, okay, this battle...
I knew it!
No! Let me speak! I was gonna say Captain Marvel's character is gonna be way too overpowered. Just in general. Because that's what I heard. That she, like, basically her character is super powerful. And I thought it was gonna be like DC and Superman. Where it's like, basically, how do we beat this enemy? We get Superman, and then we let Superman do it. But no, it actually, the way they put her in actually made a lot more sense. And they made it kind of balanced when it came to the whole thing. But yeah, the movie itself, it was really good. I like the way it kind of tied almost every single character into the snap and got every character into the actual movie.
I just want to say that me and Noam had a conversation this morning.
What?
That's not what he said, though.
It is.
This is half a victory.
I consider it close enough because the first thing he brought up was Captain Marvel. And I knew I knew two things. My predictions were two things. One, you would bring up Captain Marvel first. Two, you would complain about Captain Marvel. Did you have any complaints?
No.
Fair.
Half
But
victory.
I consider
Why did you say that?
half a victory is still a victory because
What?
I know you and you have bad tendencies to keep disposition.
Just
I just ate the center of the apple. No. It's like, nah. There's a part of the apple.
This is a really good sandwich.
Let's not get off topic. Alright. So,
It's on a burger, basically.
when I go see a superhero movie, my standard is...
Kung Fu Panda.
That's not a superhero movie. My standard for best is The Dark Knight. Is my favorite movie all time. And I think that if anything can surpass it, it is probably gonna be my favorite movie. But even though Endgame was really good, I don't think it made much of an impact on me as much as The Dark Knight because it is a comic book movie.
a society.
Yeah.
Gamers.
Alright.
Wait, is that it?
Because The Dark Knight had these...
Sorry, I'm really
Someone
gassy.
burped,
I'm really gassy, yeah.
had these ideas about society and how it works.
It's not about the money. It's
How it
about
works
strength.
when things go into chaos, and it was really good.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
Endgame, it had less of that, but it was still a good, enjoyable movie. Just not a masterpiece.
That's fair. What I want to talk about that I noticed Do any of you guys remember the tweet Marvel put out talking about how they would showcase the first LGBT Marvel character in this movie?
No.
They said they put out a tweet. Do you want to know where they were?
It was Russo.
It was Russo in a cameo for 30 seconds.
I'm trying to figure out
one of the Russo brothers.
Remember when Captain America? Okay. Oh, by the way, this podcast is gonna have a lot of spoilers for Endgame.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this now.
We're gonna try and
this
put
is your
as little
three.
spoilers as
This wasn't a trailer though. Captain America had a
like a
group
circle
meeting with
like,
people who are hurt from the snap after Thanos.
Yeah.
And
Russo.
Russo wasn't actually in the trailer, but what's his name? Fucking his son. Shut up! Look out!
What?
Russo brothers. One of them.
Mark Russo.
Was it Mark?
It's one of them. But like essentially, he was the supposed like
And
representation.
he's openly gay.
He is?
Yeah.
The person?
Yes, that's what they tweeted out.
No, I mean
Anthony Russo and
Anthony
Joseph
Russo.
V. Russo.
I think it was Anthony.
are you saying the actor? Or
The actor
the director?
is openly gay.
Which
really? I didn't know
Russo brother is
Or-
gay?
Oh, we don't mean gay as a slur. It's just like
Yeah, no. We don't mean it as a slur.
Why would...
If it was a slur, I'd be saying that. Sorry, I burped again. I'm not threatened by objects. You don't intimidate me. He's now taking out a bigger knife.
I'll take out more!
Are you Dio? How many knives do you have?
More than enough!
Just fucking...
Yeah.
Just like... Ichi no keika. How can you block all of these, Jotaro?
Yeah, I can't find out which one.
I'm pretty sure...
I don't think one of them in real life.
No, yeah.
What?
I don't think it's one of them in real life.
What was the announcement they made on Twitter?
That the
it was
character-
Talk Marvel's.
The character itself would be.
Yeah, the character. It was.
And that would be Russo's cameo, which is kind of...
Nice.
I don't know.
It was Joe Russo. Who
No,
played
yeah, I
it.
just feel like that's like a shitty move to say that and then do that. Like, if you're gonna do that, do it big, right?
Yeah, and it's not a spoiler. It's literally in this article, where it says the scene in question came early in the film, where Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, leading a therapy group with civilians, and Joe's character reveals the pain he's experiencing from losing his male partner due to Thanos' dusting. That sound. The snap is what they're talking about.
Oh,
The dusting sounds of.
there's no spoilers in the article, but it also talks about how that was pretty funny.
So this is a spoiler podcast.
So I didn't actually hear that. That was a really loud burp, huh?
We're not
Didn't
doing
we-
spoilers?
We're not. I thought I just said, oh yeah, spoiler warning at the beginning.
Yeah, I
Did I
know,
just say
but
that?
you can't just drop something like
Well, I was
that.
gonna lead into it and say, why don't we talk about the ending?
Let's talk about the ending. Let's try. Let's try.
work in chronological.
Let's
Fair.
yeah.
That's
Let's
fair,
try
yeah.
and not put in spoilers.
I love
I don't think that.
how they started the movie with Hawkeye's character. It was sad from beginning to
Oh
end.
yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
I
Oh, that hit me right in the heart.
Speaking
oh my
of
God.
Hawkeye's character, I loved his haircut.
Oh my
I
God.
wonder why.
I want his haircut.
in the theater, he wouldn't shut up for 30
it was
minutes
funny.
talking to me about like literally his family dying right in front of us, and he's like, "Yeah, I like his haircut." I'm like,
Spoiler there, man.
God
It
damn.
was
a joke.
We're doing a spoiler podcast next.
Okay.
Don't be so strict.
Hawkeye's. If you look up Hawkeye and then a hair, it says Hawkeye's haircut from Endgame. You want this hair, huh?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh boy, if you come to school with that.
Well, of course it's gonna be like longer on the sides, but I want a fox hawk like that.
So you want something like where? I think.
I think you're just mad. I'm willing to do that.
Like this?
I am mad.
Wait, like this where it's
Proud.
this is a bit longer on the side, where it's not like completely shaved.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But like the top would be longer as well because it's kind of what it's the thing is about that haircut. It's the one I've been trying to get my barber to do, but he just can't. For some reason, in his stupid lizard brain, he can't figure out that the haircut I want is that. Yes. I don't care, Max. I don't look like Julius Caesar ass hair.
Hey, what'd you like? Oh!
What's that? Oh no.
I looked at Roosters, that's like, you scroll down slightly and there's that picture. Yeah, if you don't know, I'm making fun of Asher and the haircut he wants. Cause it
I
looks
don't
like
think they know.
Yeah.
I don't think they care.
Yeah, they probably
But,
don't.
so...
To the one person actually
Let's
listening.
talk about the actual synopsis of it and the actual introduction of the main plot device, that being the time machine. I think that was very interesting and well done.
I think it wouldn't have worked if they weren't self-aware about it. Cause
What do you mean?
the time thing, the time travel tour that's been done so many times in movies that's like it's getting old. But because they were like, oh, Back to the Future did it, so we can do it. They said it in the movie, and they're self-aware. It made it funny. I think that made it slide.
It made it funny, but it also the way it was presented was better than most time travel because it wasn't really time travel. It was more like timeline travel.
Yeah.
Because the way it went was really interesting because it wasn't like we have to go to the past to save the future. It was we have to go to different timelines at different points in time to find these stones, and then we return them.
You're just dancing around the word time travel.
No, it's time travel. You're absolutely right, but it's also timeline travel.
My whole thought what I thought was going to happen was that they were
Ant-Man
going
was
to
gonna
go to
right up
Thanos.
there.
I thought they were going to kill Thanos, get the time stone, go back to the initial fight, and then when Thor this is from Infinity War, when Thor throws his axe at Thanos, I thought
Spoilers!
Shut up.
No, I haven't seen Infinity War yet.
I thought he was gonna throw his axe and go over the head instead of the body. Which I thought
very ballsy of them to kill Thanos in the first 15
Oh my
minutes.
god.
Really?
Didn't see
Dude,
that coming.
I did not at all.
Just like I didn't see them actually killing half the universe, I didn't see them
Oh, yeah.
killing Thanos.
I didn't see Thor
got
getting
so
a big gut. Didn't see that either.
Spoilers. And he's beautiful.
Screw it!
He's
Screw it!
more beautiful now.
Screw it!
Okay, I gotta say this.
Putting spoilers.
I gotta say this.
Spoilers everywhere.
We've already established there's spoilers, man.
I know, I'm establishing it again,
I
bitch!
know you have a power complex, so you need to feel like you are the one establishing things. But
I'm
I've
pulling
already
out
done
a knife! I'm pulling out a knife! Spoilers!
Guys, I've been working on that Thor body, and I've now want to say that I've made it. I look like Thor now.
I wanna say this.
I fucking look like Thor.
I want to say this. I could not take Thor seriously.
Oh my god.
In any moment because of his
He
body.
looked like the Big Lebowski.
He really did.
He looked like the dude from the Big Lebowski. Holy.
Lebowski?
No, the dude.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, it made sense because he lost pretty much all of his family and his
And he's
friends.
like depressed.
I mean, he already lost his family before Infinity War. Besides Loki.
Well, he's still
and
dead.
half of his. I thought the whole of all of the what's it called what was his home called?
Asgard.
I thought all of Asgard was killed, but apparently.
yeah,
No, like a very few.
Yeah, no, remember they said that he,
Very
in
small
Infinity War, I rewatched Infinity War twice actually. Because one by myself, one with because my dad really wanted to rewatch it, because my dad wanted to rewatch it.
Then why didn't they come to the rescue of Thor?
What do you mean where?
When
Where?
Because they
Thanos
thought he
blew
was
up
dead.
the-
They basically killed half the ship, the other ship fled, and they thought that Thor would be able to hand himself, most likely.
When did that happen? I didn't
It's that,
see
or it's like self-sacrifice.
No, when, where? What are we
Dude,
discussing?
the
I
Infinity War
remember
started.
Infinity War very clearly.
Infinity War started with the battle on Asgard's ship,
Thanos
where they were all dead already.
Thanos
and
killed the majority of the ship. He wasn't doing his like
But it
whole-
literally blew up.
Yeah, he blew it up after.
Okay, where did the Asgardians go?
That wasn't all of them.
Where was the rest?
There's multiple ships.
Okay, why didn't they come to Thor's rescue?
Okay, I want you to consider the following.
Yeah.
You are an Asgardian pilot. You just escaped your home being destroyed. You get word that some grape-looking motherfucker has just now blown up a ship with a god on it. With two gods, excuse me. And someone suggests, oh, we should go search for him.
Hey, you remember the Valkyrie lady?
Yeah.
She was bad. She would do it.
She would, but...
Why didn't she?
Probably because she didn't know.
I think they went for the child-friendly way of saying, oh, not all of them died, because that'd be depressing.
Well... Huh? Actually, the guy...
Is it something to do with
wait.
conversation?
No, I figured it out. Remember the transport guy who got them out?
Dude, there's no figuring it out. They are laying it
No,
on us.
there is.
What?
You know the sword keeper guy who made the portals to get Thor and Hulk out?
No, it was just
He
Hulk.
probably was doing
Thor.
that. No, didn't he get Hulk too?
No, he only got Hulk out. He
only
didn't
got
get
Hulk
Thor.
out.
Oh yeah,
Thor-
you're right.
Thor
But he
cost
probably,
us space.
during the fight, was getting citizens to Earth.
There's no probably. They showed us
There is
that
a probably. There is an
died.
insinuated moment before where there is a fight happening, and I would assume that his role, as well also fighting, is probably getting citizens to safety.
But they didn't tell us that, so why would we believe it?
Because that's been his role for the majority of the movies he's been in. He's been someone
That
who
doesn't
creates
matter
portals.
if it's his role, because it looked like he was dying.
We should go back to
So I
Endgame.
don't-
We should go back to Endgame.
Okay.
No,
actually,
you're just trying
No,
to get off topic
I'm
because
not!
you're wrong.
I'm not, because I know I'm right. But
Speaking of Endgame, there was actually a bit of an Easter egg which I realized, which was, if you remember at the end of, or in Thor Ragnarok, there was a scene where Thor's father said, like, if I was to build Asgard, I'd build it here. And it was, I think it was somewhere in Norway.
it was the place, yeah.
Yeah, and it was the same place in Endgame. There also was a lot of...
That's not an Easter egg. That's like just story building.
Thanos was just choking Loki.
Oh, this
Yeah,
isn't relevant.
I know it isn't.
It's not relevant.
Yeah.
What else should we talk about in the middle of the movie that was really good? The fight? Or that towards the end?
Dude, no movie's perfect, and that Asgardian part when they're alive.
Okay. I'm
mistake.
not saying anything other than okay.
The Ant-Man part where he...
He goes into Thanos' asshole. That was... Listen.
Oh, that caught me so off guard. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
but there
you were
was,
expecting. You had the tissues
The
out.
rat that saved Ant-Man.
Yeah, the tissues for
is
my
the
tears.
real hero.
I had
Died
the
in the
tissues
snap.
ready for my tears.
He didn't die in his
Well,
snap. I mean,
Language!
Oh, no,
Language!
you're right. I was like, wait, what rat? I thought you were talking about like previous Ant-Man movie that I like forgot a scene of. I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah,
the
it's
rat
the
at
main
beginning of
villain.
Endgame.
The-
We're just like,
the rat that pressed the buttons on the van.
The man.
Fool.
I like the cameo. The,
They didn't
the
have that
detective made.
span. They didn't have the guy from Ant-Man
They had
who
a
talks
stand.
really fast. Remember the...
Michael
there's the guy
Pena?
from yeah, him, I think.
He probably was supposed to have died in the snap,
Yeah.
and he probably
No, he probably wasn't relevant to the story.
That is also true, but I like to think characters who I wanted to be present there but weren't there were dead. For
The
me.
thing is, there's gonna be more Ant-Man movies, so I think he's gonna be there.
No, he will, but he's probably come back because they fixed the snap. Remember?
Oh yeah.
That's a horrifying picture. Yeah, exactly.
Who's he playing him? Oh yeah, he's the like the weird whatever. We're off topic.
Yeah, we're off topic.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm
And
curious.
Snap.
I'm curious.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've gone over a lot of Thor stuff and like that. What were your favorite scenes when they were doing time travel and such?
Actually, one of my favorite scenes was at the beginning. This is like the low, like
Answer the question.
bottom of the list when it comes to favorite
Answer
scenes.
the question.
Okay, what do you mean question?
The time travel periods. Which ones were your favorite?
The one with Captain America when he went back to, or the whole scene where it was Captain America and Tony Stark going to get the Tesseract.
Mm-hmm.
And also the time travel
That
stuff.
was good.
That was right in the feels.
Okay.
Yeah.
I liked the part with Captain America versus Captain America.
That was good.
Oh yeah.
I liked what was it? The one with War Machine and what's her name? I always forget her name. Blue lady.
Oh
yeah. Gamora's sister.
I never remember her
I can't
name.
think of her name.
Blue Chick. Everyone calls her Blue Chick in the movie.
I'm looking it up.
I know it, but I don't. You know.
Yeah.
But like that scene where like
Nebula. That's what it
Nebula.
is.
Thank you. But like they're talking about Star-Lord. Or like, and he's just like doing whatever. Peter Quill, he's like doing his dancing.
Yeah.
And then like he slides, and then just like War Machine just clotheslines him, and he's out.
Yeah.
And I think what was it?
I love how the show from
Those are my favorites.
It's crazy.
The scene with Hawkeye and Black Widow. Oh my god.
Oh.
Let's start moving into the heavy stuff.
In the movie they really played our expectations. The one where with Hawkeye and Black Widow, you really expect Hawkeye to go off because he's lost everything, and Black Widow still has a movie to come out. And
Really? Is she actually?
Yeah, she has a standalone.
Well, she won't have another one.
And
you couldn't tell, she died.
And also there was the scene where Captain America gets on the elevator and you expect him to say, "Does anyone want to get off?" Like the part in Winter Soldier, but they played our expectations like that. So it was great. Being fooled. Shut up. And I'm making points. All right.
Yeah.
Go on.
One of the scenes that I really liked was that right at the beginning where it's Nebula and Tony Stark on the ship, and they're playing the paper football, and Nebula's like super competitive and then actually wins. I like that for one reason, because you remember back to Guardians of the Galaxy, the whole thing was that Nebula has a grudge against Gamora because basically they always compete against each other, and Gamora would always win, Nebula would always lose. And basically, every time Nebula lost, Thanos would take a part of her and replace her with what?
That was fighting.
But yeah, now they did the paper football
Max.
and they won. Yeah.
Everybody knows her backstory.
Dude,
This
stop
is common.
being so.
I don't know, I'm messing around. Hand me my bottle for the
No, you toxic crap.
Yeah, you're being toxic, bro.
Poopy butthead.
But okay.
I'll throw it out.
Anyone like how they teased Mysterio being in it, but they didn't actually show him? Where they're like, we should call Mysterio.
When they said that.
Like early in the movie when they were doing their searching stuff, like across like the planet and like the galaxies. Like Black Widow's like, maybe I'll call Mysterio or something, and like then Ant-Man appeared at the door like, hey, I'm here, and it's me, go. But like that was really good because that teases the movie that he's gonna be now. Is he a standalone or is it? He's in the Spider-Man.
He's in the Spider-Man.
He's in Spider-Man movie.
Spider-Man.
So I'm really excited for that.
Is it Mysterio a villain?
Is he? I feel like he
He's
is.
a Spider-Man villain.
Yeah, he is. You're right. You're right. He is.
Yeah, why would they call him?
Yeah.
I don't think they cared about if you were good or bad after the Thanos snap.
How did they know?
Probably. Shut up. But
He's a villain.
I really don't remember
Okay.
them saying that.
They do, I swear.
He's a bad guy, but he's not.
Okay.
Let me finish what I was saying.
Sure.
Let's start talking about like the meaty part, the big old fight.
The 40-minute long fight scene.
I went
Yes.
to the bathroom literally a minute before it started.
I know. You're so lucky.
I clutched it.
Quite literally.
I didn't go to the bathroom at all that entire movie. I don't know how.
I didn't either.
Okay, Max.
Y'all have elephant bladders.
You're right.
You're right.
What was
I
your favorite-
got
what-
Operation How installed just before.
What was your
the movie.
favorite part of that fight? Like sequence.
Okay. That's hard. There was a lot of cool.
Okay, how about
The
this? We'll
kill
split it up.
mode- the kill
How
mode
about
was Spider-Man.
before everyone gets involved? And
Oh,
then the actual fight.
easily Captain America grabbing the Thor's hammer.
Oh yeah.
That was.
You mean
my God.
Johnson?
Hmm?
Johnson.
Johnson & Johnson, a family company?
No, because it's not Mjolnir, it's Johnson.
I don't get it.
You know the interview where Paul Rudd said he was asked what's Thor's hammer called, and he said Johnson.
Really?
And the rest of the cast said Mjolnir, Mjolnir, and then he said Johnson. It was funny.
That's great. I have to say I like that scene too, but I have to say there was a really the shot of Captain America standing alone with the broken shield, like facing Thanos, and like his entire army standing at like.
Yeah, he was gonna fight Thanos.
He would have.
Army alone.
Like, his shield was busted up.
He would have.
He was ready, and I think that was the best scene because like I am a diehard Captain America fan, and like I'm not like a patriot. I just fucking love Captain America. Excuse my language, because he's sick. And like this dude's Chad. The dude's Chad. You cannot tell me that this man is not a Chad. And like, I get it, Iron Man's cool and stuff, but like, this dude.
Don't you downplay Iron Man.
I'm not downplaying him at all. All I'm saying is that if you asked me, like, Captain America needs a bit more attention than he gets.
Also, for everyone who has seen the movie, imagine a day before you go watch the movie, someone spoiled the part where Iron Man gets the Infinity Stones and snaps Thanos out of existence. That I saw a day before.
That's what the gift was?
Yes. I hate my life.
It was Iron Man snapping?
Yes.
I didn't have anything spoiled for me, but that's a good thing to bring up because let's talk about this part. The
people who spoil this movie are pieces of that need to.
Okay, so what was your favorite part of the fight with everybody involved?
Now that's hard.
That is very hard, huh?
Get back to me, Josh.
I know what Max's least favorite part is.
Screw off. The funniest part for me was Peter Parker just activating instant kill mode. Because he was just standing there and the bodies just kept piling up. I got it, I don't got it, you know?
That was great. What about you?
Get back to me.
I really liked the scene where Peter Parker needed help and like everybody came. Like all of like Valkyrie and like
I mean, he did have the artifact that was.
No, but like the fact that they're just like, do you need help? And he's like, yeah. And they're like, okay. And then like he's like riding on the Pegasus, like, what's happening?
I love the ending when when everybody gets knocked down by Thanos and he almost grabs the gauntlet, but then he realizes that he snaps and he realizes that there's no Infinity Stones, and then you're like, I was like, no, because I know what's gonna happen. I got spoiled, and I was just sitting there trying not to cry. I love you 3000.
Oh yeah, that was, oh my god. But like, that scene was wow. That was wow.
Yeah. That caught me so off guard. I was like...
I want to say this. Did at any point, any of you, if you did at all, what point did you realize that Iron Man was going to snap?
The day before.
Yeah, you. Of course.
Not
at all?
No goddamn clue.
I had some ideas because like in the movie, did you see the hints too?
I saw the whole scene.
I know, but like still, like
I wouldn't have
looking at it in post.
I don't know because I already got spoiled. That's this thing about spoiling. It's such a move
to me because there were so many indicators of him doing it, like, but like they weren't like easy to see, but they were like like at the beginning, like he's really hesitant and he's like told like you only have one chance to like do that, and remember like the previous like there's only one way. And even in the movie when they're talking about it, and Iron Man makes the glove himself, that's a huge indicator to me. Not to mention Hulk bringing it up. He's like, any others of you would die if any of you did it. I can handle it.
I really hated how they didn't have Hulk in there. They only had Bruce Banner.
Oh, can we talk about Hulk smiling? Horrifying, and I never want to see it again.
I wanted
How about
at
Hulk
least
dabbing?
for him to snap at the end, for like Hulk to try to get revenge on Thanos or something, but nothing happened. It was always Bruce Banner, and that was kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I know. Like, actually.
Dude, I would have loved it if as
Remember
soon
when-
as Hulk
when
saw
Hulk
Thanos,
dabbed?
or as soon as Bruce Banner saw Hulk.
I'm not kidding.
What?
You are kidding. That didn't happen.
It did in the diner scene, I swear to God.
The diner scene.
Remember when, like,
Where he got the photos?
Yes. On the
Not
kids' way out.
intentionally.
No, I'm serious.
What?
I am 100% on the way out of the diner when the kids are walking out. One of them dabs like goodbye.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Thanos-
And he Hulk dabs.
He does dab.
Hulk dabbed.
He goes Hulk dab, and he goes like this.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Oh god.
It was so good.
I knew like.
I was
Honestly,
like,
that scene almost made me cry. That's the saddest scene in the movie.
that was the hottest scene in the movie.
All right.
No,
let's
we're not
talk
going-
about character arcs.
Captain
Cause-
America had the best one.
Nope. Iron Man.
Oh yeah.
His Hulk arc is about sacrifice.
Yeah, and I remember there was a whole.
He sacrificed himself for his company. He sacrificed his company for his
Wife.
For the better of America because of the weapons that he was exporting.
He
He was
sacrificed
sacrificing
America.
himself for Pepper, and now he sacrificed himself for everyone
everybody
else.
No, yeah,
It was
he's
so
a very,
perfect that he did the snap because that's why I also told you, Max, that I hated seeing it, but I love how it's in the movie.
Yeah,
That
it's
spoiler,
perfect.
yeah. So it's like
No, don't get
so
me wrong.
good because Thanos and Iron Man were rivals.
Like, ever
Thanos
since
attacked ever since the New York attack. Yeah.
Like,
I'm trying to find.
I totally agree with you. It's an amazing character arc, and like, I didn't say Captain America was the best by far.
Mhm.
Iron Man is like right next to him for me, but like, Captain America's to me is much more like, I guess it's more of aesthetic in a way for me because it's like, he just wants a quiet life and he wanted to live that quiet life.
Yeah.
He never
I
wanted
get
much,
that.
and then like he gets this chance and he takes it, and Iron Man told him to do that. So I guess in a way, Iron Man very heavily is a part of Captain America's character arc in that sense, because he's the one who told him to try that quiet life, and so he did.
Yeah.
I have to say.
But like to me, I just think that aesthetic that he had of like just wanting that, and then especially the scene where he sees Peggy, right? Peggy's her name.
I think so. Yeah.
Peggy, but can't talk to her. Like you can tell that he wants to, and he's thinking about the words that Iron Man said. He's like, it's not the time now, but I will."
I was trying to find something I saw, but basically, I think it was. I think in Civil War or something like that. There was a scene where Captain America and Tony Stark were arguing, and
Really?
Yeah.
We're arguing in
no,
Civil War.
no. What he says was, Captain America says to Tony Stark, "You're not the one to make the sacrifice play," and then I think Iron Man says something like, "You were never worthy of my father's invention," or something like that. And both of them, it proves Captain America was worthy because he wielded Mjolnir, and then Iron Man made the sacrifice.
Yeah, I didn't know him. I didn't know Tony Stark's dad invented Mjolnir.
Shut up.
I think what you meant
Was the
was the
muscle?
shield.
No, yeah, the shield.
That wasn't his father's invention.
Yeah, the shield. Sorry, I thought it was.
That wasn't his father's
I
invention.
thought he made the
shield
muscle
was.
serum.
No, the shield was. I'm saying the serum wasn't.
Mm.
That was what's the scientist's name?
The serum was.
No, that was a different scientist.
They both, but
I
Stark
swear-
founded it, or he funded
But
it.
yeah, he funded it, but he didn't create
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. The shield he did make. I
Mhm.
remember that.
Yeah.
It's a
It
great
was-
movie.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch any more Marvel movies because nothing's gonna compare.
I think I will because I can like.
I'm not, like, the only thing I might watch is Spider-Man, but I also might not because I really didn't like Homecoming.
I liked Homecoming.
You didn't like Homecoming?
I didn't like Homecoming. Should I explain it or do
No,
we
you're
do
fair.
this?
That's fair.
Okay.
Maybe later.
No, you.
We'll
Why
talk.
not?
Is it off
We're
topic?
talking about.
I don't
We're
know.
talking
Yeah,
about
we're talking
Marvel
about
movies.
Marvel. We're talking about it. Come on.
It's on
Okay.
topic.
I love Spider-Man as a character.
He hates interracial
And
couples.
Spider-Man Homecoming wasn't a Spider-Man movie. It was a Tony Stark apprentice movie. So there was the aspect of Spider-Man in it, but there wasn't Uncle Ben dying, and I know why they did that. I would have let that slide. But there wasn't finding out how his powers work, no experimentation. He didn't really do much in the movie, Spider-Man. He tried to stop a bank heist, but he blew up the whole square. He tried to stop those thieves with the guns, but they ran away and he didn't stop them. He tried to stop the main villain, Vulture, but he ended up losing, and Vulture went over to the armory and blew himself up. He only saved him. Even in the most amazing scene of the movie where he takes the boat in, he doesn't do anything. Stark comes in to save the day. So I wanted Spider-Man to have any type of shine in that movie, but that never happened. And that really sucked.
That's fair.
I can get that. I think I looked at the movie differently because I saw it as a different take on the Spider-Man development. Because I think it was more supposed to show Spider-Man developing to learn to keep trying no matter what, which he does, shown throughout the movie as he continues to try and be Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that showing him failing a bunch of times, but still continuing while he's still getting helped, and there's conflict shown throughout because the story isn't about.
Yeah, but I was.
I
could accept failure. I was just expecting the climax to have him win.
Yeah.
And I was really hyping myself up for that because I knew he would come on top because he's Spider-Man. That's his thing.
He's the best Marvel character.
He saves the day at the end. He might be a noob at being a hero, but he gets there. He learns from his mistakes. But that didn't happen. It was such a disservice to Spider-Man fans.
That's fair.
I really don't like it.
As a Spider-Man fan, I can understand that because
Yeah.
The whole movie was just it was a convenience for the MCU. It wasn't
It was an actual Spider-Man. Yeah, I can get that. But I liked the movie just as a movie and like as a Spider-Man, not as a Spider-Man movie, but like as a development story because I feel he did develop, maybe not just as the way we would expect for Spider-Man.
I also know why a lot of people like that movie. It's because the Spider-Man community, they've been given so much crap from Maguire and the Amazing Spider-Man series that they just wanted anything that's average would be amazing to them.
I mean, like, it was great to have, Spider-Man, the Homecoming, but like, and then it sucks that like right after that they give us another fucking stinker with Venom and like.
Venom was awesome.
I'm kidding.
Venom was good.
I know, I'm kidding, Max.
But they're not.
Can we talk? Okay,
Yeah.
Cut this out. I want the girl Venom to. I want her to. I do not care if it's gay. I want that.
Go through it and bleep it. You're not cutting it out.
Really long burp.
Bleep it.
Really long burp. I don't care.
No,
I don't
like,
care.
I want
Let
that
your teacher hear me.
And on my.
I'm gonna do
And
it
then I'll.
Like, no joke. Give me that.
Hey,
you were in the theater with me, you know.
Man, yeah, I was.
I saw your look. You were like, hell yeah,
Jack
too.
and start moving.
That was awesome, that scene. All right,
Now we got distracted.
I think we're done.
That's not MCU.
I think we finished.
material.
What time is it?
It is 3:51.
But we haven't even talked about Captain America being old and getting his dance.
Yeah.
We did.
Huh?
Remember
we did.
I talked about Captain America's story arc? You talked about Iron Man?
Yeah, getting to Gibby.
What do you mean?
I said Gibby, but I don't remember her name. What's Gibby thinking about?
Who think about what the hell you just said? You mean his? What? Who do you mean?
Gibby?
It was Captain America's girlfriend from the past.
I don't know what it is.
Peggy.
Peggy.
Gibby.
And that's gonna be the end of the podcast. Thank you guys
for listening,
joining.
everybody.
I'm gonna get my face.
You'll hear us next time when I talk about how much I want to Girl Venom. Thank you and good night.